Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing our first review for the series premiere of Disney Plus's X-Men 97. Alright, dude, so the new episodes are live as of today for X-Men 97 Disney Plus. You can sign up via their website if you have like a smart TV or whatever. A lot of them have the Disney Plus option. You can sign up for it. You can see the first two episodes. At time of filming, that's all they've published so far is the first two episodes for X-Men 97. I can't wait to see the rest of the season. I don't know what the release schedule is like, if they're going to do maybe a weekly, a new episode or something like that. But guys, this is freaking amazing. This is so nostalgia, so just true to the original X-Men the animated series. The intro, even the outro with kind of the 3D, like it was computer graphics before, where you remember in like the 90s or 2000s where computer graphics were like kind of new, so like all these different studios wanted to use them for different things, and for that they just had it like for the X-Men they would like spin around or whatever, you'd see them and they would just like turn. Oh man, so awesome, dude. So cool. They even got a lot of the original voice cast back for X-Men 97, particularly the voice actress who plays Storm is amazing. This one freaking awesome. Cyclops, the first two episodes, unbelievable. It feels like the first one, to me, my X-Men is kind of like Cyclops. Is almost like Cyclops and Storm are kind of like the forefront characters, and then maybe Magneto for episode 2. It's called Mutant Liberation Begins. Oh man, these are incredible. You get to see, this is sort of spoilers for me to just talk about, the different action sequences and such. We kind of got to see them in the trailers a bit, but to get to see them in the episode all the way through, Sentinel's Master Mold, everything. Unbelievable, like really, really cool. You've got Cyclops, he's falling down with everybody out of the X-Jet, and instead of having a flyer like Morph as Archangel grab him, or Storm or Rogue or whatever, he just uses his visor to shoot down, to blast into the ground, to and then just ease off of it, like blast down to create the resistance, and then ease up as he goes down to lower himself. It's pretty freaking badass, too. It's pretty badass. You got Jean's knocked up in this one, so it's awesome. This is one thing I want to say about X-Men 97 already. A lot of the X-Men stuff, especially the movies and stuff, have been so centered around Wolverine. And I know that Wolverine is like everybody's favorite X-Man, right? Or a lot of people's favorite X-Man is Wolverine, and Hugh Jackman's done such an amazing job in the movies and everything as Wolverine. You got Deadpool Wolverine coming out, this year, so he's such a fan favorite. But it's so cool to see, an X-Men series where instead of like Wolverine and the X-Men, where everything's just like Wolverine. First two episodes, to get to see a spotlight on Cyclops, Storm, and Magneto, just other X-Men. Characters, because that's what it's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be an ensemble. It's supposed to be a team. It's not just supposed to be the Wolverine show, which some versions of X-Men fall into. They just happen to fall into becoming like Wolverine and the X-Men, right? So it's okay if it's in the title though, because you know what you're getting. But I'm just saying, we needed to see a really cool Cyclops. The comics have had like astonishing Cyclops and really awesome version of Cyclops. We haven't had that though in live action. We haven't had that in animation for a long time. So it's really great to see that 90s Cyclops, back, and then also to see what they're going to do with him and Jean, to see what they're going to are they going to have character development for him where he becomes more like the comic book version where he's a super badass. I love the way he uses the optic blast in this one to move himself around. So he doesn't just use it to blast people and stop them. He actually will use it to blast himself around, if he needs to go back really quickly, he can shoot off and kind of launch himself back and then turn and shoot again. And he can use it to reposition himself. He can use it to come down. It's like so cool to see in animation because we just never seen anything like that. Cyclops is so badass. in the comics. You get to see a great version in animation. It's just unbelievable. Storm as well too. Omega level mutant detected. Really awesome first episode for Storm. There was episodes in the 90s like Stormfront and stuff that were like, you got to see like, okay, she could be like unbelievably powerful, right? So, but when you see her in this one with the Sentinels, she just like, it's freaking wicked awesome, dude. Especially that they were able to get a lot of the same voice crew back. It's incredible. They do like a fastball special, which is a comic book term for when Colossus grabs Wolverine and throws him. But they do it even better in this one because they do like a team special with Wolverine. Gambit, this is freaking unbelievable. Gambit jumps on the back of Wolverine, kinetically charges the adamantium claws to charge him up. And then Morph transforms into Blob to give Wolverine a jump off of his fat belly. And then he launches up and cuts the head off Master Mold. It is unbelievable animation. Absolutely incredible. It's mostly, accurate to the 90s, but it's kind of got that like newer, a little bit of an anime/newer type of style. The Cyclops, for example, looks a bit younger. Some of the characters' ages look a little bit different. Rogue looks quite a bit different. Maybe she looks younger. She doesn't look so like womanly, curvy and stuff. So they have changed some of it. Some of it good, some of it bad, but. For the most part, getting to see everybody back again. I think Morph is great in this one so far for the first 2 episodes. He's funny. You see him transform into Prego Gene and stuff, and just talk some smack to Wolverine and stuff. It's hilarious. You get to see him transform into Archangel, which is cool. Because remember, Morph is really powerful. He not just can change like a Mystique could change to look like somebody, but he, as Changeling, he can actually transform to where he actually has something like their powers. I don't know if he wouldn't be as good as Archangel at flying or as Blob at being Blob, I don't think. But he can transform into them to give you a little bit of flavor of what they can do, being a big fat ass with Blob or being able to fly with Archangel. He can do that. So anyway, and I have to say, like, the episode 2, Magneto is unbelievable in this. He's so great. The storyline is kind of like he'll be leading the X-Men since Professor X died at graduation day and whatnot. So some kind of like kind of a twist with that Professor X entrusted him more than anybody else. Maybe Professor X felt like if his way didn't work, we got to go Magneto's way. And I would love to see a season 2. I would love to see the series continue with just Magneto, like, Cyclops becoming more like Magneto. Maybe Professor X Peace Way didn't work, and we'll see what they do with it. But so far, I gotta say, first 2 episodes, it's a 10 for me. It's perfect. It's like your childhood back. The nostalgia factor is there. The wow factor is there. The characters are there. The setup is there to be able to develop them and do things with them that the original animated series just as story arcs. They did some with Jean, Phoenix, Dark Phoenix sagas, and multi-episode, things, Wolverine background, and Morph, Courage, where he's becoming, he's scared at first because trauma from Sentinels, but then Sinister, and then he develops to where he can beat, show him what he can do and actually beat them later. So. But this could be at another level. Like, this could take, that kind of character development and take it even further. Get to see that comic book Cyclops maybe in animation form where he's like, super badass and, maybe even kills dudes and stuff. Magneto the same. It's so much potential here, guys. So much potential. Loved it. Absolutely killed it. I could probably talk about this for 5 hours. Let's just say, as a fan of X-Men from the 90s, I can't believe this actually exists. It's like a studio getting something right, realizing what fans want, and actually doing that. All we need now is a 80s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series. If we can get that, season 11 or Turtles relaunch, whatever, get as many of the voice, you can't get everybody, but get as many of them as you can. It's like, that's it, dude. It's like a lot of this stuff is not that hard to figure out. You just gotta, listen to the fans and do what's kind of obvious. Like X-Men 97 just feels obvious, and it's amazing, really amazing. Leave your comments below. What did you think about the first 2 episodes? What do you think about getting to see X-Men back again. Thumb the video up if you don't mind. Subscribe at the bottom if you're new, and I'll see you guys again soon. As always, it's Trev saying peace later, guys. See you soon.